What's up, everybody? I'm Jessica, and welcome to In the Studio. Today we are at Phase 1 Studios in New York City, about to talk to the Brooklyn-born and raised diva, Miss Cocoa Sarai. We're going to talk about her journey and experiences in the music industry, the creative processes and messages behind some of her thought-provoking videos, and of course her eclectic style. We're also going to hear a special, rare a cappella performance that you're not going to want to miss, so stay tuned. So we are in the studio with the diva herself, Miss Cocoa Sarai. Welcome to In the Studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We are so excited to have you here because when you and I met, you put on a heck of a show, and I was like, we need to talk.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So for those who don't know, who have not had the pleasure of seeing Coco do her thing, she is a dynamic performer and will give you walking through the audience, dropping it, sitting low, standing up. I mean, where do you get all of this energy from when you perform?
I do not know. I make it. My grandmother used to make a joke and say it came from my feet because I'm 5 feet tall, so it has to come up from somewhere. I guess in my head, I'm like as big as the ceiling. I'm taking up the space in the audience. I think that it's mainly about conveying the energy of the song to the people. And sometimes that takes me digging into that record.
Right.
Like it's the first time I wrote it. Not even the first time I sang it, like when I was writing it. And if that's what it takes in order to engage them and really get them to understand and see my vision and to give them an experience, then that's what I do. So my whole goal is to say, you're going to walk away and say, I remember her.
Yeah.
And because people will forget what they see and what they hear, but they won't forget what they feel. So I just aim to make people feel something. Like, you're going to feel something. You're going to feel something, you know? And that's pretty much what it is. It's not a specific like technique or anything I think about. I just say, hey, I'm gonna throw myself in, and if I give you this much, there is no way you're not gonna give me something back.
I love that. So let's delve into who Miss Cocoa Sarai is. All right, first of all, how did you come up with the name Cocoa Sarai?
My real name is Tia Myrie, and when I started to work on my music and record and stuff, and I was first coming out, Tierra Marie was out. There was a Tina Marie, you know, and because of that, it was so close. They were like, we're gonna have to change the name. The label I was working with at the time, and so I was just like, I'm gonna go with Sarai. I called my mom, and she's like, why can't your name be Chocolate? I'm like, Mommy, no, I know strippers named Chocolate. I don't. I do music. I just want to, you know, like.
I don't want to be mistaken.
Yeah, nothing wrong with not knocking, you know. But
you want people to know you.
Exactly. I want to brand something, you know, for myself, and So she said, I'm gonna call you Chocolate. And Cuss, who was the engineer at the time, said, how about Cocoa Sarai? And I was like, I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. Now I love it. I hated it.
I like that.
And they printed up the CDs, and when I got it back like 3 weeks later, Cocoa Sarai was on it, and it was my name. I had a radio interview like the next day, and they were like, yeah, Cocoa Sarai. And I was just like, that's my name now? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's me. Hi. You know, and then after that, it kind of just grew on me. I liked it. I like what it represented and how it feels.
How did you getting into music come about? Like, walk us through your first days as an official artist.
I felt like an artist from the moment I wrote my first song, you know, which was like 13. But I was 15 when I first went into the studio to record. I was 15, and I remember recording a song that my uncle had written, and I wanted to make changes to the writing, and he didn't like that too much, and he left out. And by the time he came back, the engineer and I had already written a completely different second verse and revamped the hook. And I think from that moment on, him and I didn't work together anymore. But it was definitely the start of me knowing I knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted to sound like. I knew when I didn't sound the way I wanted to sound. I knew when I was like, when people, you sound great. And it's like, no, I want to sound like radio ready. And that was it. So I guess, 15.
Yeah.
15. That's when it happened, when I was able to be in the studio every day and, you know, over time just say, now this sounds the way I hear it in my head. Because it's a separate technique to record than it is to sing. There are singers who have trouble recording that don't sound good on records. And then there are singers who sound good on record that don't sound good live. It's two separate techniques.
Right.
And I think a lot of people don't know that, but it definitely is. And it's two different things to learn.
Yeah. So that's awesome. But you come from a family of musicians and singers.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. Everybody. Everyone. My mom is saying, to this day, I have family, you know, that when it's a funeral or a wedding, my family come together, and we're the choir and the band.
That's awesome.
You know, and that's real life. Like that's really my life. So I thought everyone's family was like that. Actually, growing up, I didn't know. I didn't find out until later on.
You know, the world, most of the people in the world can't sing.
That is insane to me. That doesn't even make sense in my head.
You know, sometimes they just don't know. They can no vocal control, but you know that's neither here nor there. You know, if you feel like you can sing in the shower, then you can sing. Just keep it in the shower.
Vocal cords, you can do it. That's it. I have faith in everyone.
So funny. So you do spoken word. So you're very creative, and you know when we look at your videos and the way that you interpret music and the things that you're going through visually, I think is very cool. So there's this video, Black and White, and it's very deep. It's very deep. The way it starts off is deep, and just like the message behind it. Can you talk to us about how you came up with the concept and the definition behind the video, like the story you're trying to tell with that?
The Black and White, the introduction is the introduction to my album, The Black and White, and it was the last song I recorded, and it was that moment when I was a bit fed up,
right,
with what the quote unquote industry standard is, and fed up with being told what I can't do or what won't work because of how I look, my complexion, and it kind of felt like a glass ceiling, and it just was like, that doesn't make any sense. I've traveled the world and I perform, and I don't hear that anywhere, you know. So I think the person I was that day in the studio was the person that was just like, hey, I'm putting it all out on the table. I'm going to tell people how I feel, but I'm a poet, so it was a way to do it and showing that frustration without just saying, hey, middle fingers to everyone.
Right.
And the music video was a direct shot at exactly what I felt. Because the words of the song just showed frustration for people that don't understand. Color spectrum got you second guessing just what life is all about. You in or out. They fed you what you thought you knew and told you what was beautiful. Now look at you. Wait, I ain't done yet. Just saying how the media tells us what we should look like, what we should be like, what we should render beauty is, what we should feel is important, what we shouldn't, what, like, everything is told to us what we should do. We're fed, and then we take it and we regurgitate it and teach it to our children and pass it on throughout the world, and it's like a disease and a virus, and thinking for self is like it's not the thing to do. It's not, almost not accepted at times, and I think that frustration was the core of that record, and the core of the video was just to bring awareness. You know, art is meant to comfort the disturbed and to disturb the comfortable, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I just wanted to shake it up,
because everything you write about and that you sing about, this is your story. Yeah, so it's real. It gets real, and there's the color video. Where
the colors video,
where we see you crying, you know, and that's real emotion, and the words behind that are real and authentic.
It was real. What happened is my mom passed away from cancer in November of 2011.
Yeah.
And then I started working on my album right after that and put out the album, and in that time it was like a moment of like, who am I?
Right.
You know, who am I? I don't want to make the wrong decisions. I don't have a parent. Excuse me. I don't want to make the wrong decisions. I don't have a parent. I don't feel like I have any guidance. I never really thought I needed it until I don't have it, and I just want to ask her a question that is simply stupid. Like, wait, mommy, so when you made this type of chicken, did you use this seasoning or that seasoning? It was simple things like that. Simple things like, hey, mom, my tooth is hurting. Do I use this or that? Because I hear that this, you know, like what little things, and it was very overwhelming. And when I did the Colors song, Jordan Ray, who produced it, he sent it to me without any drums on it, because I'm always big on asking him to send me records without drums so I can do what I want to do, and then you work around it. Let's make this song a marriage. And so with Colors, the who are you, what will you do, when you realize you left the pieces of a soul you cannot find, one day you'll know that as you grow, it's healthy to understand what you must leave behind. The black, the white, the gray, the colors are what make me, but you see the black, the white, the gray. Want to put me there, don't want me to grow. No, you say life ain't fair. Can you tell me who said so? how do I find the balance in the ups and downs without getting lost in the black, the white, the gray, and the whole. And I guess, once again, that's one of those interludes, just like the other, the intro, which is an interlude, where it was like, I don't care if people kind of get it. I want people to interpret that.
So one thing I love about you, in addition to your style, is your voice. You have such a great voice.
Thank you.
Really, really great voice.
Thank you.
We would love for our lovely audience to hear this fantastic voice of Miss Cocoa Sarai. So can you give us a little a cappella action so that we can kind of experience the greatness?
Pierce me with the words you say, baby. Tell me you don't care. Remind me that you'll never ever love me, and I won't go nowhere. Baby, I'm not her, I didn't hurt you, but you'll still make me pay. Guess she's the reason that you died inside. Well, I died today, and it kills me whenever you leave, 'cause I know that you ain't coming back the same. And it kills me, 'cause we both know that love ain't fair, and still we play this game. Well, I want you to live. Boy, I hope you live. Oh, I want you to live.
Oh my God. You took me to a place I didn't even want to go today. Thank you very much, Miss Cocoa.
Thank you so much.
Sarai.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pure, lovely talent. That's what I love about the show, because we get to see things like this. And thank you so much
for
being a part of this show. Let us know what's going on with you in 2014, and tell us what's going on.
Working on new music.
Good.
I'm recovering from a vocal surgery. Since the Black and White album, I had a surgery on my vocal cords to remove polyps, and it was a healing process of about a year to recover. So this is new, being able to do it, and I'm just happy to be able to sing again, So I'm working on new music. I am going to be releasing videos from the Black and White. I am revamping it and doing a project called the Black and White Reloaded and adding new music.
Good.
And a lot of performances coming up, some traveling.
And please tell everybody where they can follow you, tweet you, Instagram you, find you, your website.
www.cocosarai.com. That's COCOASARAI.com. Twitter /Cocoa Sarai. Facebook.com/Cocoa Sarai Music. YouTube.com/Cocoa Sarai TV. Instagram.com/COCOASARAI. It should be like at the bottom of the screen somewhere down here. It'll pop up. And so that's where we'll see that.
Oh my God, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much for having me.
You have such you're a blessing. You have been blessed with a great voice, so thank you so much. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Jessica. You're watching In the Studio, and we just spoke with the lovely, fabulous Cocoa Sarai and got the best website statement ever. Geez, I feel bad. I'm about to sing going out. Nah, I don't do that. Anyway, I'll see you next time.